I wish good health to all Ukrainians. Briefly about today. In Zaporizhzhia we continue to provide assistance to people who suffered at night due to Russian strikes. As of this time, 20 people have sought medical help, including 4 children. Unfortunately, there is a fatality due to this strike by the Russians. My condolences. In Kharkiv, there was a heavy strike on the city center targeting the buildings of the National Pharmaceutical University. Purposefully targeted at this educational institution. There are casualties in Kherson due to shelling. A significant number of strikes by Russian drones in the Zaporizhzhia region as well as in Donetsk, Dnipropetrovsk, Kharkiv and Sumy regions. Russian terror continues every day. Every day Russians reject opportunities to end the war, ceasefire and really talk about peace. We in Ukraine have taken positively all the proposals of the United States and President Trump to stop all these strikes and killings. Ukraine also proactively proposed various formats to end the war. It is Putin who is interested in murders. Every day, this war remains solely his war, the war of Russia alone. We expect the world to draw conclusions from this. Especially after the drone invasion of Poland, a country that is extremely important for the security of all of Europe. A country that respects the US and President Trump so much. And it's important that Europe truly understands that when it comes to Russia, it's not about one or another of its neighbors. It's about all of them. Otherwise, Russia will draw conclusions and only expand the war. And it's not necessarily only against Ukraine. Today, the head of Ukraine's Foreign Intelligence Service reported, first of all, about the situation with the fuel sector in Russia. After our long-range sanctions, I thank the operators of Ukrainian drones for their precision. Thanks to our manufacturers, both of our drones and missiles. It is felt that the Ukrainian industry is gaining momentum. At the same time, there was a report on the intentions of the Russian leadership, including in relation to other countries. Russia has no friendly intention. That's putting it mildly. The system there is being rebuilt to accommodate the possibilities of war at any time and against any opponent. This can only be interrupted by sanctions, strong sanctions of the world, and by our long-range capabilities. One more thing. There was a report by the Prime Minister of Ukraine Yulia Sviridenko on our resilience, our development. It is important that the number of jobs in Ukraine is increasing. Thank you to every business, every active regional and community leader. We also discussed new support programs, supporting employment in Ukraine and attracting specialists. There was a report on the parameters of the budget for the next year. I instructed to fulfill all the social obligations of our state as fully as possible, and to increase people's support. Next year, we will increase teachers' salaries. We will increase scholarships for Ukrainian students. There is a resource for this. In total, there will be 66 billion hryvnias more for education per year. We are also increasing health care. We will launch an extremely important checkup program, health checks, so that people can know what is needed, and that this happens as early as possible, and at the expense of the state. Government officials will present all the details. I want to thank everyone who is with us, who is with Ukraine. I thank everyone who fights for our state. To everyone who works for Ukraine and Ukrainians. Glory to Ukraine.